Hey y'all, welcome. Welcome back to Alchemy Within from Out Amongst the Stars. And today we're going to talk about Saturn. So Saturn just had a major transit into Pisces. And this particular chart does not show that. If I go back and we look at one that was for March 1st, 2023, we see Saturn is sitting right on the cusp of Aquarius. It is about to go into Pisces. And if you see in my chart, Saturn's about to hit my North Node, which we will speak about another time as well. That is a very significant transit that will be happening for me, but for you, it's what is happening in your Pisces house, especially right in these first few degrees. And with that will be an indication of what Saturn will be transiting over the next 2.5 to 3 years. So what we're going to talk about more today, though, is how important Saturn is in your life cycles. So everything in astrology typically is about cycles, and the Saturn is a really significant part of your life's journey because it has to do with your life lessons. Saturn definitely is the taskmaster and the one that wants you to be very disciplined and hardworking, and is not one to let things slide on by. And I've had some hard lessons with that myself. However, the topic we're going to talk about is more of the Saturn return. So when we are born, as you can see, my Saturn in my natal house is at 17 degrees of Taurus. And then as we go through our life cycles, everyone always talks about, kind of that 7-year itch. I've heard it referred to, or, a particular like sort of life transition that happens at 7 years. That really usually is reflective of Saturn, because Saturn operates in about increments of 7. So it will go in each of these houses every 7 years that are squaring, which is an aspect of tension. And then by the time you turn between 28 and 30, it returns back to where it was when you were born. So for me, it was actually right at 29. And if you look down in this chart here, you'll see where your degrees are natally, and then where it's at in the transit. So this particular date I put in was June of 1999, because June 18th of 1999, because that was my birthday. And the significant part about that year for me was that I had a daughter. I had my first baby, and now it is actually showing 12 degrees, so it's just getting within that orb. Basically, it comes exact. I believe it was in August that it came exact. And my daughter was born in May, so a month earlier, or maybe 6 weeks earlier than my 29th birthday. So yeah, that's what happened for me around age 29. And typically when we talk about what's happening in your chart, if you have come to the age of 29, we talk about what's happened during that time, because it's usually a very significant life event, and something that's really, really part of your life lessons, something that is going to involve a lot of your responsibility and discipline, and or some delayed gratification of whatever you've been working on. So I actually would really love to talk to you who may not be quite at 29 yet, just to see sort of what's coming up, and maybe we can help you navigate towards that a little bit without with keeping it in mind, it's just so helpful and empowering to have the awareness around what happens around those ages. And yeah, so of course, then we have that cycle around again around 58 to 60. And then if you live past that, you know, 87 age, you'll come across your final one. And by this second Saturn return, typically you are aware of your life lessons. Typically you've accepted them and integrated them and accepted a lot of responsibility of, you know, where you're at in your age, and kind of are thinking about the legacy that you want to leave. And so it's just a really significant part of the chart cycle that I would really love to help people navigate towards a little more easily, or at least understand that that is definitely part of your life path and purpose in the cycles in our lives. So it was really great talking to you today. If you would like to connect with me, you absolutely can. You can send me an email. There'll be some more information below, and we can look at your chart for you. All right, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye for now.